Okay, I think I did it. Let's see if I can get this thing to do a thing. Let's see if I can get it to, if I can get stuff to happen. Well, I've already got half of this done. Maybe disturbing. Should not be any cause for alarm or psychiatry. Okay, Funcom, who makes the park and infamous to me and my friends anyway, MMO, The Secret World. I highly doubt you could do anything with any more, you know, how'd they put it, narrative storytelling than, you know, much better crafted games like, you know, on the MMO front, The Old Republic, on the horror game front, Until Dawn, Amnesia, My Heart and Mind, I always
Where's Mr.
remember.
Bear? I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
Good
Stay in the
God, that
car.
frame rate.
Go and ask information.
Maybe if I lower it a bit more. I don't think there's too many more ways I can dink with it, though. Keep going until it gets too much to bear, I guess. Can I not? Okay, I can't sprint.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees.
Oh man, it's one of those parks that makes it nighttime when it did say left click, right?
Callum was born the day this
Oh,
place opened.
okay.
This is his favorite place in the world.
Isn't that nice? Hello? We've lost a teddy bear. Oh, Jesus, cutscene.
What?
Is this supposed to be narrative storytelling?
Hey,
Her randomly skitzing out while...
don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Boy, this reeks of trying to be a psychological thing.
Wait up there for Mommy, Callum. Over here. Wait for Mommy, Callum.
Catch me, Mommy.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world
You know,
and the world
you could just
outside
walk
of
up
it.
these. It's an escalator, not like a
Of our everyday lives.
freaking
And on the other, anything
mandatory
but time.
queue. You could just walk up it.
It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention, employees. The park is
I
now
would.
closed.
When it's closing.
Safe journey home.
Because, you know, that's kind of important. Leaving a park when it's closed. Oh no, forced spooky scariness. Let me guess, now my son is gone. If only I hadn't drank so much alcohol before. Get it? Because the mom's an alcoholic. Can't back it up, but I mean, seriously,
The park.
this is... I'm 90% sure that's where this is going. Oh, now I can run. Excellent. Boy, that frame rate. Jeez, this kid's fast. You know, if the park had a building like that, I don't think I'd want to stay here. Like, that's not a place I want to stay at.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
The text along the bottom there sounds like how I feel daily. Don't tell me what to do, you little bastard.
Wait for mommy.
How do I get on? Oh, I have to click the button. You gotta click the button to get on the swan, like they can't trust me to get on it myself. So, is a lot of this game just going to be me sitting in you know, various different objects and enjoying the scenery? Because I feel like they could have just made that a thing. I don't think they had to use Unreal Engine 4 and, you know, build a walking simulator around it. I think they could have just, you know, you could have just made this the game.
Where is the opening?
This single voice actor.
Oh, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to
The opening is here!
Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a sharp
There's dots here.
The old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bowl.
I wondered if it was gonna, like, toss me into the water when that happened.
Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven.
You know,
And though she
this ride comes to odd stops.
sat by the oven until her screams had stilled.
I know I'm on water, but you usually kind of drift in water.
And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Called it. I knew it.
Callum, where did you go? Callum, where did you go?
He was up, Swan, bro. So, was I waiting this whole time for that? I thought I did that because I happened to right-click at that exact moment. But maybe that wasn't me? Because now I can't do it again. So...
Please, Callum, tell me where you are.
See, the game told me that by right-clicking,
Where are you, Callum?
it would show me the way to go.
Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off.
But it doesn't show you anything.
The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents.
Like, you have to be looking in the right direction already for it to tell you where to go.
Mother and son,
Which equates
brother and
to,
sister, hand
you
in
know,
hand against the unkind world.
it doesn't really tell you
We're always
anything.
hungry, looking for our own house made of
I
candy.
mean, arguably that's on par with the rest of their games, which also have very big issues actually telling you anything about how to actually play them. See, I don't know what that says. Can I get the bear? Is that the bear that we came here for?
Stay where you are.
Ooh, it's got a knife through its eye.
Callum, where did you go?
Let me guess. I'm gonna get on this ride now, and I'm gonna get another really long pseudo cutscene. Also, what's with all this trash out here? Even regular amusement parks aren't this dirty.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Examine
It just
report.
snapped. Those poor kids.
We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or lion, but more and more ice fell away. When you first looked, it looked like a human face smiling out of a block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural. Something that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit. And then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of the poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Huh. Because, I mean... Maybe am I supposed to stop the ride and then get on it? Just keep cranking that lever! Crank it till it stops, baby, yeah! Oh, was I supposed to stop it, or could I just click the squirrel the whole time? Like, this game, again, can I get some explanation for what I'm supposed to be doing? Hey, look, you can see my, oh, you can see my body. That's always cool. That's a little, nice for immersion. We speeding up? Hey, yo, we speeding up. Bring on the spoopy. With the mixture of the frame rate and, like, how zany the screen goes, I can't really tell what's happening for the most part. Look, there is someone in there. Look at him. I'm gonna get a good look at him right here. It's the manager guy from the secret world. You can see him on the cover. He's not there now.
Oh, I remember this.
How did this get here? Why is this here?
Callum?
I find it hilarious that of all the things in this game, the only time that it actually tells me what I need to do is when it's telling me to follow the trail. Otherwise, it's all ooh. Hell, this controller booth don't even have anything on it.
Callum, come back here right now.
Mother duck said quack, 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 quack.
Yeah, that was real helpful.
Callum, where are you?
Wait. Look at that. There's a thing on. Check that ish out. Examine accident report. Okay. Francis Dufresne. Labor working on the crane. Blah blah blah. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps or something attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. No kidding. Did they see a doctor? Yeah. Dexter claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. Sheriff has requested that he provide them the details and urine samples. Uh-oh. 3 Spoopy 5 me. It's coming to get me. It missed! Oh, dude, that thing just went off the rails. Hot damn.
Mommy is coming, Callum.
What?
Help is agony.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Gal, I believe it.
I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead, my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Then you asked him if he wanted to get dinner later. And he said, nah, I got ish to do. I still can't read that.
Callum, where did you go?
Alright, I'll see if it can get me on one more ride, since that seems to be the point of this entire game. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is the inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. Who cares? Blah 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 blah. Okay, to wit, here is a partial list of fatalities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster car derailed. That happens. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron. That's the thing I was on earlier. 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel. What? A child seriously injured on the escalator. Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. 1 report of a drowning in the tunnel of Tails, whatever. Tails, it's Tails. God, the text is small. Clearly there's been a lot of deaths. Let me guess, do I talk to the squirrel? Yep. Oh, I can press E to get on things too. I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Am I supposed to be going upside down? I don't think it's supposed to do that. Are these guys a little uncertain as to how not roller coasters, how Ferris wheels work? Because I don't think I'm supposed to be upside down, per se. I'm pretty sure I should be doing a lot more swaying than this, you know what I mean?
People come into your life for a reason.
Ah.
I used to say that before Mom ran off. After that,
Hey, there's the bumper cars.
Things were different for Don and I.
Who?
When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well,
He died.
According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Dawn was there one moment.
Seriously? How many spooky things happened in this
Sometimes people leave
park?
life for no reason.
Like,
I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
you'd think you wouldn't want to come back here after something like that, you know? Your husband dies in the park, I mean, I don't want to mess with that. You want to mess with that? See, there he is again. He's not even scary, he's just there.